How y'all doing? I'm George McCraney, DUI, criminal offense, and serious personal injury attorney with offices in Valdosta and Douglas, Georgia. Today I wanted to talk with you about three questions that you should ask your criminal defense lawyer before you hire them. Okay? And we get these questions all the time. We get questions about different people's cases, different people's legal questions and cases that they have. But here's the thing. You need to understand when you're dealing with our law firm or any law firm, you have to understand that when you ask a legal question of an attorney, that those consultations should always be confidential. At our law firm, they're confidential. They're completely free. We don't charge for the consultation, and there's no obligation at all. You're free to call and ask us a question if you like. We'll help you get the answers that you need, and there's no obligation. We want to help as many people as possible. Now, today I wanted to talk about three questions that you should ask a criminal lawyer before you hire them. The first thing is, when you go to a criminal attorney and you've been charged with a crime, you want to ask what is their experience with your particular type of case, because that's very important. You might find an attorney that's been practicing for 40 years, but a majority of what they do is bankruptcy or divorce or something like that. And let's say you've been charged with DUI. What you want to know is you want to know how much experience that attorney has with your particular type of case. For example, a traffic ticket lawyer might not have experience with serious drug cases, or a drug lawyer might not have any experience with a DUI case. So it's important to find out what type of experience the people have. For example, with us, we've handled speeding tickets, all that kind of good stuff all these years, for over 20 years. But I'm also have handled literally thousands of DUI cases. We've also handled some of the largest, in fact, the largest marijuana grow in the state. So we've handled big drug cases. We've handled all different kinds of things when it comes to criminal cases. So you want to find out the experience level that the criminal defense attorney that you're talking to has in your particular type of case. That's very important. Now, the second thing that you want to ask, and it relates to how much experience the attorney has, is you want to ask how much experience the attorney has in the particular court that your case is in. Okay? Now, how long has that attorney practiced in that court? Now, let me give you a caveat on this. Sometimes that's good, sometimes it's bad. So sometimes practicing longer in the court is a better thing, because the attorney knows the prosecutors, knows the law enforcement, knows the judges, that kind of thing. And if they go in and fight for their clients, then they know and have a good reputation there. But sometimes it's good to be newer to a court. For example, if the attorney has been in that court, let's say for 30 years, but everybody knows that attorney never goes to court, never takes a case to trial, never fights the prosecutor, never has any fights with the law enforcement, doesn't really go in and stand up for his client, that doesn't do you any good to have been there for 40 years, okay? Example for us, sometimes I like going to counties where they don't really even know us. Haven't seen us in a couple years or something like that. I enjoy that because they expect the attorneys to come in and do the same old, he's a good kid, he's got a DUI, can't you get him, cut him some slack. When we come in, we start talking about everything technical on their case, every problem they got with the case, and it really gets their attention. So sometimes it's good to be new to a court. So what I would advise you, ask your attorney, the attorney you're talking with, about their experience in this particular court and judge for yourself whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. If you've got family members in that area or friends, ask them. Say, hey, have you heard about this attorney? Does this attorney fight for their clients? And that'll give you a good idea about the attorney whenever you're talking to them. Now, the third thing, and this is a big thing for people, is I always tell people to ask about the retainer and what it's going to cost for that attorney to represent you in the case. Now, you should ask, is it a flat fee? All right. Will it cover you for all the attorney's expenses all the way through a trial? Will it do that? Or are you going to owe more money the further the case goes through? Is it an hourly basis is what you're paying the attorney? And if it's an hourly basis, it's basically an unlimited retainer, because the longer it takes the attorney to get ready for court, the more it's going to cost you. Okay? Now, I would also ask if the attorney has payment plans. because most experienced attorneys know approximately how long the case will take to get to court and can work with you on payments. Okay, that's an important thing because a lot of times people can't afford the money to pay all up front, so payments are helpful to people, and we want to help as many people as we can, and we do those payment plans here at my office. But our flat fees cover the attorney's fees all the way through a trial if necessary. Okay, now remember, when you're talking about attorney's fees, most of the time, and you get what you pay for. And it's the same way with professionals, with doctors and lawyers. You get basically what you pay for whenever you're dealing with professionals. Now, for example, if I was having heart pain or chest pains and thinking I was going to have a heart attack, I don't want to go to the cheapest cardiologist I can find. The cheapest one is not who I'm looking for. I'm looking for the best one, okay? And most of the times, the cheapest might not be the best, okay? So that's my advice about 3 different questions to ask your criminal defense attorney before you hire them. Okay, if you're interviewing them, ask those questions. They're very important. Now, I'm George McCraney. I'm a criminal defense attorney and serious personal injury attorney with offices in Valdosta and Douglas, Georgia. I'd be honored to be your attorney. And if you would like, I have a book called The Truth About Your Georgia Criminal Case. If you'd like a free copy of the book, it goes through a criminal case in Georgia from the very beginning, from the arrest all the way through the trial and appeals. So if you have any questions and you got a question about a Georgia criminal case, feel free to give us a call. You can reach us at 833-927-6227. You can text us. You can text HELP 4A, HELP 4, the number 4A, to 855-900-7244, and we'll text back in with you and we'll get you information that you need. Or you can reach us online at McCraneyLawFirm.com. We've got a lot of informational videos on there. We'll be glad to help you get information and help you answer your questions. Again, I'm George McCraney. Enjoyed talking with you.